to show you how to do mashed potatoes. And I'm going to show you some tricks to make them beautiful and fluffy and light and delicious. So we're doing new potatoes today, red potatoes, and they're very easy to peel. After you peel it, cut it in half. So take the potato with the two halves and then do it with the other half. One thing about potatoes is it's really good to season the water before you put the potatoes in. So just take a bunch of salt, throw it in the water. If you're using table salt, you would use half the amount. But I'm using kosher salt today, so I'm going to put the whole thing in. Ta-da! And we're good. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of tricks, you can boil the water first and then put the potatoes. I like to put the potatoes in cold water and let it come up to a boil, and then they go in, just like this. And then you leave them in, give them about 20 minutes, and then test them for tenderness with a fork. If the fork goes through easily, they're done. Now the potatoes are cooked, and 1 potato per person. And so we have 4 potatoes here, and before I put the potatoes in the pot to mix them, I'm going to start with 1 stick of butter. And I have a stick and a half ready just in case I need the extra. By heating the milk and the butter, it helps to keep it a little bit creamier. So for this amount of potatoes, this is 4 potatoes, I'm probably going to add the other stick, but I just want to see how much liquid I have before I put that in. And so this is half and half. This is a half a cup of half and half, and that goes right in. And also, you want to salt and pepper. Even though you salted the water before, you still need to add more salt to the potatoes. So we're going to salt this mixture, and I'm going to add some pepper. And then once that's all melted, we can add the potatoes. So I'm just going to add them slowly so they don't splash. Mashing. We have a potato masher. So are we ready? Let's try this. And also, when you have this amount of liquid, when you're mashing potatoes, in the beginning, it's going to look like it's too much. You see how much liquid this is? But as you mash it and as the potatoes absorb the cream in the butter, this is when they start to get really creamy. Okay, we can shut the heat off now. And I'm going to switch to the whisk. And this is where it gets really fluffy. You just whisk. While I'm whisking this, I just want to let you know that it's important to mash the potatoes while they're still hot. This is really important for their texture. I'm just going to taste it one more time. These are really good. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Okay. So I'm just going to take these out, put them in the bowl. Pot's heavy, excuse me. And also at the very end, if you have a couple of chives or maybe a little bit of scallion, cut them up really fine and put them on top for green because it looks pretty. You can do that. And there we have our beautiful Thanksgiving, creamy, delicious, wonderful mashed potato. Ta-da!